we force ourselves too much, get too much, until we forget just being. Hi, I'm Isabel Rolo, and welcome to the show, Let It Shine. Welcome to Let It Shine show. Today we got with us Janie Boisclair.
Hi.
Welcome, Janie.
Thank you. It's nice to be here today.
A pleasure to having you in Let It Shine show.
It's a pleasure to be here, being with somebody who's doing such a great thing for their community. I'm very delighted to be part of the show today.
Thank you. And for the people that they don't know you, Janie, who is Janie?
Who am I? Well, I have a few things going on. I am an actress, and I am a singer, and I host a radio show called Humanitarian Radio. And as far as a singer goes, I sing positive music in a band, St. Tony. And my drive is definitely to get out positive, happy, great news and great stories to the world and show really good things that are going on in the world instead of some of the more sad things that we get exposed to quite a bit.
And you are in the right place, in the right
I
show.
am.
Let It Shine show.
I'm so happy about that.
How start the idea to create something positive?
Well, the positive thought really came from, for me, it came from raising my child. I have a son who's now 30, but growing him up, he was surrounded by a lot of things that weren't necessarily positive. And so I made it my mission early on to raise him in a positive thought, thinking positive about everything he does and everything he wants to be, and not be discouraged by the things going on around him or the people going on around him. And so for me, that's where my positive role started, was as being a mom. And then I got into business, and I've been in the corporate world for 20 years in a marketing world. And I learned there really early that I could be more successful if I was positive in my conversations with my clients than if I found the downside to what they were trying to do. So I brought my positive motherhood into mothering my clients, if you will. And then I met Tony St. Tone, and he was doing positive music. And that attracted me to what he was doing, going, wow, well, I think this way already, and now you're singing that way, and I love to sing, so I want to sing positive with you. And so we got together. I joined his band, and that led us into Humanitarian Radio. Humanitarian Radio is a station that we started 2 years ago, and the tagline is shouting out some good news for your soul. So we interview people that are doing positive things in the world.
The same than Let It Shine
And
show.
there you go. And we're going to have you on there too, and I can't wait to have you on there. Share you with our listeners and get to know you. So the Humanitarian Radio thing is kind of the emission of all of what I've been about. It's the living positive, sharing positivity, being really forward in your thinking and not shallow, and loving everybody for who they are, no matter what they do, what they think, what color they are, what their religion is, where do they live, doesn't matter. Everybody's a person and deserves to be loved. And
So you base your positive in life and be genuine in yourself.
Yeah. Be authentic to who you are. Don't put on a show. Don't put on a pretend face. Who are you? What do you really believe in? What do you really love? And if that's what you are and who you are, then be a good example for others and show
Is there
others
any
how to be.
positive thought or positive message in your life that you
Positive.
want to give for your radio show or in your life? Or
Well,
is many?
Many, a million.
Tell me
I
one,
think-
the one that
I
crossed
think
your
my
mind.
favorite thing is the shouting out some good news for your soul. I think that's one of my favorite lines, because it constantly reminds me to feed what's good for inside. And feed, food for thought. People say food for thought. Well, food for your soul is really important. It keeps you thinking in the right direction, and it keeps you feeling really positive and energized and happy.
How would you do it every day?
Well, I meditate a little bit, so not every day, but most days. I just sit quietly and I close my eyes and I thank God and the universe and everybody out there for all the experiences that I've had, both good and bad, because they've all taught me how to be who I am. and I just look inside of me. And when I take my breaths in, I see beautiful white light filling inside of my body. And when I breathe it out, I breathe out anything I don't need to keep anymore. And so I fill myself with love and light.
When you create your show, what was the message that you want to put up there?
Well, when it started because I was aggravated at something I had seen. There was a star, Ben Affleck was being honored as Humanitarian of the Year, which is a beautiful thing. And he was being honored because he had given $4 million to a children's charity to help illness in children. Mm-hmm. But that same day that he was being honored, on the front page of one of the magazines said, Ben Affleck cheating on his wife, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, first of all, that was apparently not true. And mm-hmm. second, they show this about the guy instead of the beautiful thing that he's doing. Mm-hmm. And so that was originally what gave me the thought of, we should showcase people that are doing good things that nobody hears about. Everybody hears about the bad stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's what really inspired the whole trail, was let's find people that are doing great things, because there's a million of them out there. You just never get to hear about them. So that's what started it. So we started out with a few celebrities in the very beginning, but I didn't want to just focus on celebrities. I wanted to focus on people. You know?
That one was my question. If
you
only focus on celebrity or
everybody.
No,
like we have young kids who are doing great things. There's a 12-year-old girl who did 660 pay it forward favors for her community, painting the wall at the YMCA and this and that. Mm-hmm. Young kids doing great things in honor of her grandmother, would have been 66 and had passed away from cancer. So to honor her grandmother, she did 66 first good deeds, and when she saw how that was catching on, she decided to make it 666 good things in a year, and she accomplished it. So just neat things. It doesn't have to be somebody famous, because the famous people you hear about a lot more, but the non-famous people you never hear about. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's exciting to share these great people that are thinking with their heart, and really making a difference in the world, share their stories and what they're doing. I think that's really what excites me about the whole radio show.
About your music.
Now there's another fun thing.
Tell me about it.
That's a lot of fun. Tony he's been a musician for 30 years, so he has a lot longer history in this world than I do. So I came in at 45 years old. I decided to get away from my corporate world and live my high school dream that I had never fulfilled. So
that was
singing. I was a musical theater major in school. And so I decided that my son was grown up, he was in college, everybody was all set and fine, and now I could go explore what I always wanted to do. And Tony was generous enough to give me a chance to see if I could do it within his already established band, and I made it.
What was that song you wrote about Best Case Scenario?
Listen to that song again you wrote. So this is Best Case Scenario.
Best case gonna blow your mind when your focus gets flipped from dirt to blue sky. Best case gonna blow your mind when your focus gets flipped from dirt to blue sky. Best case gonna blow your mind when your focus gets flipped.
Give me that best case scenario. I wanna hear it full blast in stereo. I wanna see my glass start to overflow now. Best case scenario.
And I just won't quit. I just won't quit. Oh no.
Give me that best case scenario, where the right's out to the wrongs, where love has come to conquer all. Best case scenario.
I need that lift. I need that lift. Oh yeah. Show me, teach me.
Got the power to create
future.
in the groove.
I am blessed, I am here, no time for fear. No time for fear.
Got the best case scenario flowing through my mind. Yeah, the clock says I'm late, but I could travel through time. Cause I'm here to divine, here to design. Every little thought is here to design. Your destiny, who you choose to be. A king in the sky or a bum on the street. It's not up to me, yeah, it's only you. So win or choose, when you choose your age, your own truth.
Good vibing, aligning, a ship that brings the bright light in. What you say, you create. So think twice before you let your mind stray. Show me,
Case thinking gonna make a change.
teach
Positive
me.
thoughts to come to rearrange.
Got the
How I'm
power.
feeling, what I'm doing.
Through my mind, I'll
BCS
find a
has
way.
to stop
Remind
proving
me.
wrong. With all my doubts, mind
Teach
over matter and how to
me.
get out.
Got the
from under
power.
this negative thought.
See my
Old
future.
beliefs that don't walk the walk.
I am blessed. I am here. No time for.
Feel.
No time for fear. This case gonna blow your mind when your focus gets flipped from dirt to blue sky. This case gonna blow your mind when your focus gets flipped from dirt to blue sky. This case gonna blow your mind when your focus gets flipped
From just the blue sky, and best case gonna blow your mind when you.
It's been about 6 years-ish that I've been singing with him. One of my very first shows was President Obama's inauguration. That was very exciting to have monumental occasion being the very first
Wow.
real big show I've ever done.
Congratulations.
So that was great. And now we've been able to do things that are very meaningful. We perform for the jail system in Los Angeles. So we go and sing to people that are in jail about positive things, about change the way you think and turn your thoughts around and start looking in this direction. And you can significantly make changes in your life.
And
One of my favorite songs that Tony wrote is called Burning Sun, and we're going to do that one too today. Burning Sun is a song about unity, and like what I was saying before, it doesn't matter what your color is or how you speak or what size you are, we all are under the same one sun. So the song is called Burning Sun. We all live under one sun.
Look up, yeah, I know you feel it.
A symbol of love.
Burning sun. Look up, yeah, I know you see it. Symbol of one. Burning sun. Burning sun.
She's a brand new day.
Oh,
That's just begun.
oh.
When life has left your baby
Drowning in the mud.
It's a common thread
Oh,
moving through the sky.
oh.
The men of war
Can't see eye to eye. Look up, yeah, I know you see it. Symbol of love. Burning sun.
Tony St. Tom is with us also in Let It Shine show. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
And tell us, for the people that they don't know you, who is Tony?
I am a singer-songwriter, a musician. I've been a musician for about 30 years. I'm also a graphic designer. I embrace all the arts. I do some acting also. But music has always been more of my passion. So I would say I'm definitely a musician and definitely a singer-songwriter. I have 15 CDs that I've recorded so far.
Wow.
So,
And
it's
what
a
is
passion.
your music about?
Well, for the past 15 years, it's been more of a spiritual path that I've been on, and I've always been very motivated, listening to motivational tapes and stuff. It was Tony Robbins or Zig Ziglar, and as I started reading these different motivational things and spiritual books, I started listening to the messages, and I wanted to get the messages out. And as you would know, is if you find something new and you want to share it with someone, they're not always as willing to listen to you. So I said, well, what if I put it in a song? So if I was going to say, what's the best case scenario? And everyone goes, well, the worst case scenario is I'm going to get stuck in traffic and I'm going to be late. And I go, okay, what's the best case scenario? Well, no one likes to talk about that. And so I put it into a song called Best Case Scenario because you change your focus. And it's there as a reminder for you. So when you're stuck in traffic and you keep going, see, I knew I was going to be late, and you keep progressing, because I believe you get what you focus on. So if you focus on something bad or if you focus on something good, the universe doesn't care. It's where you're putting your attention. And if that's what you're going to get, why not put it for the better? So my songs currently are really about self-empowerment. They're positive affirmations wrapped within a pop rock song. That's what I call them.
What is your message out there? If you had to choose one message.
If I had to choose one message for people, be yourself, because no one can tell you you're doing it wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to be.
Yeah, because I think what happens with society and just in general, everyone wants to fit in. And I think it's great to fit in. Don't get me wrong, everyone wants to be part of something. But be your authentic self in the same breath. If what everyone else is, you're not, don't try to be that. If you're a zebra, don't try to be a giraffe. You're not going to fit in. You could try as much as you can, but it's just not going to work.
I wish that they teach us in the school.
Yeah, well, it's difficult because everyone wants to be part of the group. And I could tell you just for myself, growing up through high school, I didn't really fit in. I didn't fit in. I wasn't part of the athletes or the jocks, and I wasn't part of the preps. So, and you can tell who you are by who you sit with during lunch.
Yeah.
And, you know, all the certain kids, the cool kids sat here, and these kids sat here, and these other kids sat here. And then I would sit at a table where we were like the misfits. We knew people in all these other groups, but we weren't real tight with them. So we'd sit at our own little table.
So you had at least your own group.
Yeah, but we weren't really considered a group. Like, we knew each other, but it was not this, hey, how you doing? I saved the seat for you. It was more like, I guess I'm going to sit there again.
Yeah, was the unique case.
Yeah, we were more unique.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but you know, that's part of it.
Yeah,
of
but
being yourself. Yeah.
This is the way that create group
Yeah,
can really
exactly.
last.
Yeah, it's a great way to create a group. Yeah, and at the time you don't know that, you're just going with it. Yeah.
Now, then you mentioned this, when you create a song, are you focused more in the message or are you focused more in getting the approval?
That's a great question. The way I write a song is I scat sing, and what that means is I'll start playing chords and I'll start singing words, whatever the words are. And the words might say, breaking all the rules that were meant to be broken.
They said he never lived. Amazingly, he did. Oh no, man, she's too young. Look at what she's done.
I can't say, you can't say.
Within our grasp, reach. Oh Lord, we got the DJ. We're
Breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules down. Meant to be broken. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules down. Meant to be broken.
Oh yeah. They thought we never fly like eagles through the night. Now we're bound around the moon. Amazing what the mind can do.
Limitation on imagination. Decrease the destination. You can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, we're breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules now. Meant to be broken. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules now. Meant to be broken. Oh yeah.
And if I told you we are limitless, would you sit or would you
Run with this.
break them rules? Break them rules. Oh,
Breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules now. Meant to be broken, meant to be broke, meant to be broken, meant to be broke.
And just remember, let it shine.
Way down south let it shine.